What's up, y'all? Sparta here, and I want to do a video redo, pretty much. Well, not really a redo, but it's more of a revisit as well as a redo, because what happened with my previous video on the Nvidia SHIELD Tablet K1 with the Nougat overview is that I deleted it by mistake because there was a bug in the YouTube app where it kept showing like certain videos saying like uploading video 2 of 2 or some shit like that, and I decided to like cancel that specific video. It said it was uploading, and it just happened to be the Nvidia SHIELD Nougat overview with benchmarks and whatnot. And while I still have that video archived in Google Photos, I just decided, why not just do it all over again and just talk about how the tablet's been holding up for me since then. And that's what I'm going to talk about now. Now, as you guys know, I don't necessarily care for benchmarks. I care about, real world performance. And my disdain for benchmarks pretty much started with the Galaxy S4. Because that was a fiasco with the Exynos version where Samsung was pretty much making it so that the processor pretty much goes into overdrive mode so that they perform super well in benchmarks. And phones since then have done that as well. I think the OnePlus 3T had that as well. I'm not really sure which phone had it, so don't take my word for it. But I know really well that the Galaxy S4 had that problem. Not really a problem, but had that going for it, which is what pretty much made me say benchmarks are not necessarily something for me to use in my testing. Because A, they really don't show real world use. They're more just of a showpiece. And B, what good does, a benchmark do for a phone or a tablet? Not everybody really cares about that. And I'll do it for the diehards, the power users that play nothing but games on their phones and tablets. I will do that, but with this specific tablet, I'm only doing it because I did it before in my previous video, and I wanted to bring it back because since that video is deleted and it got over 10,000 views, thank you guys for that. I'm not trying to get back to that level with that video. I'm just doing this for you guys that want to see this again. I want to see a more updated version, I guess you can say. So the Nvidia SHIELD Tablet K1, I got this probably November, maybe, or September. I'm not sure when I got this, but I got it pretty maybe early in the year. I don't remember. As I said, I've had it for maybe 5 months. I could probably look in my Amazon cart and see, or Amazon, shopping history and see, but I'm not going to do all that. I've had it for some months now, and I really enjoy this tablet a lot. And the screen is, I did not mean to start a game. The screen is still amazing. It's a great screen for what it is. Using Quad HD screens and going back to this screen, I can see that it's 1200p, not 1080p. Full HD. It's 1920 by 1200, but it still looks great. It's still crisp. Nothing is really washed out, despite it being an LCD. A lot of people say LCDs are washed out. I don't necessarily think so, but this is still a great display. Which is good, because that's the main thing you're going to be using, is this display for gaming. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is talk about battery life. Battery life has been phenomenal on here. I get maybe 2, 3, maybe 4 days of standby time. And when I use it occasionally. I don't use it as much as I used to, since I got four phones now, but it's still a fairly well. It's still a fairly good tablet to use as far as performance goes. And speaking of which, I'm going to turn volume down or whatnot for now, but I guess I'll just go into the benchmarks and just talk about it. So you can get maybe like 2 to 3, I don't know why. You can get maybe like 2 to 3, oh dear God. Give me a minute. As I was saying, battery life has been great. You get maybe 2 to 3 hours of like, screen on time, and that's playing games. So just keep that in mind, which is honestly good enough for me. I'm not going to be using this so much. I think it's a 45. I forgot how big the battery is. Let me actually look it up. Nvidia tablet. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. One. And I'm going to let it play in the background for you guys just for a bit of a spectacle. Come on, tell me the freaking milliamp hours. And of course it doesn't tell me. Shit. I'm pretty sure it's a 4,500 milliamp hour battery. I kind of forgot because it's been a while since I've used this tablet, but regardless, it's a really good tablet when it comes to like, battery life. Again, don't expect 19 watt hours does not tell me how big the fucking battery. Fuck it. Anyway, as I was saying, still is a great tablet. You get great battery life. I'm not necessarily going to talk about, I mean, I'm going to talk about it, but I'm not going to, I don't know. I forgot how big the battery is. So sorry about that, you guys. It's been a while, as I said. All right, now it's just finishing up here. And the overall tablet still is pretty, like, cool to the touch and whatnot. So you don't have to worry about that. Now, the score that it got is, it's been a while since 95,004. And you can pretty much see all of that right there. Just go back and just see its ranking here real quick. Now, I don't expect it to be, way the fuck up there. It's in the top 50, at least, though, which is still pretty good compared to, like, a lot of stuff, but it's not the best. Which is whatever. As I said, this is synthetic stuff, so don't really take it to heart. It's not going to really teach you or show you It's not really going to show you what the overall tablet can do while just doing regular stuff. Or just doing, playing the occasional game and stuff like that. So just keep that in mind. Now after this, I'm going to do a quick test to pretty much show you guys games that aren't optimized for the Shield, how they play on here, in a specific game that is optimized for the Shield, and how well it plays on here as well. So I just want to do that here. I'm gonna let this, load out and whatnot, and I'll do that. Sorry, I'm a bit tired. I just got off work. All right. Now, this is the result that the Shield got in a single core and multi-core score. Now, clearly it's going to be bested by new hardware. I didn't necessarily expect it to be like the best when it comes to anything, if I'm to be completely honest. But that doesn't make, as I said, that doesn't necessarily make this a terrible thing to use when it comes to, using it for strictly gaming. And I'm going to show you guys here real quick. Sorry, it's kind of hard. Okay, first I guess I'll play a fighting game since I got the controller out. Google Play Services is closing a lot lately on all my devices. I don't know what's going on. I guess just to give you guys a test of the... So it's kind of hard to get used to this. Fight!
Get ready. Survive!
God, it's been a while. Oh God, what the hell? Why is our fucking one paused?
Get ready. Survive!
Alright, that's gonna throw me the fuck off. The hump of death. Alright. That's Garo. It plays really well, no stutter, no lag. I'm gonna get back with the Shield controller in a second though. I'm gonna talk about Bleach Brave Souls, stuff like that. Games that I actually like to play a lot. I'm gonna turn this down now actually. Now I haven't booted these games up on a while on this, so it might take a bit to download updates and stuff like that, but due to my internet it might be a bit fast, who knows. Depends on how much updating it needs. That's actually not bad. But I'm just gonna skip to getting straight to like the action. So just give me a second. All right, so I'm gonna just let it load so you guys can just see the loading times here real quick. Now it took a bit. That's probably because I haven't loaded this game up in a while. So it had to download everything that I haven't downloaded on here. Now I'm just gonna let it play to the end of the level. Then I'm just gonna, do my typical, do the super, see how long it takes to get to it, see if it lags or stutters during it. And if it doesn't, then the game plays well. Because normally, like say with my Galaxy Note 5, it would stutter a bit once it's doing the animation for the super move. So I'm just gonna let it go. Keep going. Then I'm gonna do it. I don't know why I said that so fucking loud, but it actually didn't take that long at all to go into the super. Like there tends to be a bit of a hang up on my S7 and even on my V20 when it comes to I don't play it on my G6 because it's not 18:9 is not supported, and cropping it just looks like straight garbage. So I just decided not to mess with it. And as you guys can see, I'm deliberately leaving games in the background. This tablet has 2 gigabytes of RAM, so I really want to test that to see if it hangs up from having a whole bunch of different games in the background. Now this is Marvel Future Fight now. Probably one of the least optimized games for Android in itself. Because it's one of the most inconsistent when it comes to being, optimized. All right, now this game particularly took a bit to download, but no worries about that. I'm just here to show you guys the gameplay. I was actually considering not even continuing with doing the gameplay and just going straight to Doom 3, but as you guys can see, despite this not being the best optimized game on Android, it still runs fairly well and fairly consistently. There's nothing really wrong with the performance. And I'm pretty sure that has to do with the chipset itself. No, I just did a quick easy boss so that it can go through it quickly. I'm not gonna fuck with that. Now, to get to Doom 3, which is the final thing I will be doing a video on. The final thing I will be putting in this video, rather, is what I meant to say. As you guys can see, it's optimized for Nvidia. Now, I haven't played this in a long ass time, so just bear with me. And this is a game that you want to play with your volume all the way up on the tablet, because it sounds really nice. The stereo separation and stuff with this is very nice and very smooth. It sounds good. Oh, dear God. Give me a minute, you guys. All right, now. Honestly, now I'm just turning the brightness down from the camera itself. This game looks very comparable to like the Xbox 360, like a slightly dumbed down version of the console versions of this game. And it looks really nice. If I remember correctly, you still get like PC options and stuff. Let me see. You don't. I guess I'm thinking of Borderlands, but either way, it looks really nice. Like my brother, who played this actually a lot on my PlayStation 3, said that this actually looks really comparable to like the PS3 and 360 version of this game. Ah, shit. Yeah. Yeah. And you could shoot like the heads off and stuff. And it's very realistic in that sense. And it feels very good to play this game. And even when, even despite the fact that I have 3 whole games open, or 4, Doom 3 still runs like a charm. And it still feels good to play. Now, as far as that goes, is pretty much it. My Shield is like damn near about to die, as well as my S7. So I just want to talk about something here real quick. The Nvidia Shield isn't for everybody. I think if you want a tablet that's made for gaming, it's still hands down probably the best for that. Probably the best for gaming. It has exclusives, exclusive games specifically made for this platform. Like now you can't get stuff like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance or the Tomb Raider, the first reboot game Tomb Raider, like you can on the Nvidia Shield TV or the Nvidia Shield console, whatever the fuck they call it. But you can get Borderlands 2, Borderlands the pre-sequel, Doom 3, Trine 2. You can get a lot of great games on here for actually a pretty good price. For full-fledged console/PC games on an Android tablet, that's a steal. For $200, I believe that this is still a steal. The build quality is great. Like, for what it is, don't expect, like, a sheet of aluminum or something like that. If you want that, go with the Acer Predator 8. That will give you that look. And that was the tablet I was gonna go with until I saw this and I saw the exclusives that it has. The camera, while not the best, obviously, it's a tablet camera. It's actually still pretty good for what it is. Like you can't get you can't get like bokeh in the background very well. And focusing is fairly slow, but this is a tablet. Who wants a tablet for that? I wouldn't be taking selfies with this camera anyway. The speakers on this are phenomenal. I will give it that. The stereo separation when it comes to playing like Doom is like, it makes it feel like you're actually kind of sort of in the game. Like you can hear stuff kind of on the left or right of you, despite the fact that you know, despite the fact that you're in front and you can't necessarily hear all that. I'm pretty sure it works better when you put headphones on because you can actually hear that separation better. But as far as the Shield tablet goes, for $200, even by today's standards, I think it's a great buy, especially when you have like the Samsung Galaxy Tab S3 or whatever it's called, that has the Snapdragon 820 and has the AKG stuff and all that for like, what, $600? And the Snapdragon 820, these two chips, when it comes to game performance, well, this is the 821, which is essentially the same chip, but the Snapdragon 820 is basically comparable. They're both comparable in a lot of ways. The 820 is better for day-to-day use, whereas the Tegra K1 is better for gaming overall. It's more efficient. It feels, a lot of games play better on your Snapdragon 820 powered device. It'll definitely play better. So, say Marvel Contest of Champions, for example. I get like a fair amount of stutter on here. Not a lot, but like after I beat an opponent, it like, as soon as they drop, it just stutters and they fall down. And while that's not a lot, it's still there and it's still bothersome. So I just prefer to play it on like any of my phones and I'll be good with that. So, for whoever wants, you know, an Android 7.0 Nougat device, it'll have everything that you want on here, you know, from the split screen multitasking. Now I don't have anything open to show you guys. Sorry about that. Split screen multitasking. I'll just open two windows here. Do this. Now give it a second because it is a bit warm from all the stuff that I've been doing. Shout out to Flossie Carter. His stuff's, I kind of clicked on his stuff in the background here. So say you want to check your schedule or whatnot for work. You can do that while you watch a YouTube video at the same time. And the 2 gigs of RAM don't really hinder, you know, being able to do that. It doesn't feel terrible at all. It feels fairly well optimized for what it is. I don't know why I brought my pay stub up by mistake, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Battery life has been improved with Nougat. A lot of stuff has been improved with Nougat. Overall performance has as well. I guess RAM management has as well. And it overall just feels like a better overall package. It feels good to use this with Nougat. Way better than it did with Marshmallow. It feels like more of a complete package. And I'd say if you were waiting on the Shield to get Nougat, get it now. Because this is actually a great buy. $200 for a tablet that gets actually pretty timely updates. And despite it being, you know, almost 2 years old, and I count the original Shield tablet, so it's like over 2 years old. It's still the same. The chipset itself is over like, you know, a few years old now. So for Nvidia to support this, which I really do hope they come out with a new tablet soon with the Tegra X1 or whichever new mobile processor they're going to use. I just hope that they keep supporting this as long as they can. But yeah, this has been Sparta. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the support. This is just a overview of Nougat for the Nvidia SHIELD Tablet K1 2015 edition. Thank you guys for watching. And again, thank you for the support. And be sure to share this video and have a good one.